This is a remarkable study, the rise of Indian middle class, and this will greatly help policymakers, academicians, because to my mind the story of India's middle class is really the story of India. And over the years, the middle class has emerged as a very key driver of India's growth and a very important force to reckon with.
It strikes me as a very carefully done survey. Now, among some of the results, clearly I was very surprised myself to see that the definition that had been chosen is a very plausible definition of middle class, incomes of 5 lakh to 30 lakh rupees per household at 2020-21 prices. And lo and behold, that turns out to be a very large chunk of the population, 91 million households.
By 2030, we are able to, going to add approximately 75 million middle class and 25 million rich household, and their total share is going to be approximately 56%. So it is like these 75 million middle class and 25 million rich, which is going to come, and there is a reduction. What is going to happen is the poverty elimination will becoming a reality by 2030.
It says that Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Delhi, Karnataka, West Bengal and Punjab. That means 3/4 of India's affluent population resides in only 8 states. And therefore other states, there has to be balanced growth, and therefore other states need to bring in ease of doing business. They need to enhance productivity in a vast range of areas, and I've been a believer that actually if India is to do sustained growth over a long period of time, India has to fire on all cylinders.
To me, the important issue then is poverty, not so much inequality. Economists, journalists, intellectuals really overplay this inequality business. What form? Because first of all, there's so many different forms in which inequality can be and is measured that one doesn't know which one is really the important one.
The Maharashtra, Andhra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, that's the diagonal where, it's the future's already here. And I was wondering, what is it that as either the government or, other parts of the society one can do to make sure that that disparity can be bridged, because the people are being produced, our working age people are being produced in the north and east, and the jobs and the incomes are being produced in the south and west.
There are many India in the country. Means looking at like the homogeneous India, rural versus urban, even within the rural, if you take the developed rural, which is a periphery of the urban center like the metros or hometown, they are even the richer or the more affluent than the even you can say second tier cities, those who are developed rural. So here, rural India of the total, rural India will drive the 55% of the incremental consumption.
But if I were to look at the middle class, what truly drives it in my book, from whatever I've seen, is 3 things. Both in urban and rural, the order is different. Aspiration, price and quality. All 3 are important. India is an aspirational society. I think many people get it wrong when they just think that India is a price-led society.
The government, as you've seen, has already taken a series of measures to harness the energy of the middle class. There's been a huge focus on creating an entrepreneurship-friendly ecosystem through startup, through ease of doing business, through continued investment in infrastructure.
If you look at other countries which have grown rapidly, a bit more rapidly than India, South Korea, Taiwan, China also, again, these are countries that have grown a couple of percentage points more rapidly than India has grown. But urbanization has happened in these countries way faster. A lot of reforms have happened. Why is it that manufacturing in India still, as an aggregate, is still not quite there?
Indians have a lot of aspiration. The fastest growing category right now is personal loans. Personal loans to buy whether it is a mobile phone, a durable, education, vacation, travel. Aspiration is being fueled by personal loans.
I'm talking about the top 15 conglomerates in India, where the percentage share of revenues from business to consumer has been about a third till now. And if you look at the investments that they are making in the future, it's substantially higher than 1/3. Whether it's the Jio and the retail investments of Reliance, or what Tatas are doing with digital and Air India, or what Aditya Birla is doing in terms of creating the first big challenger in the paints industry with a $2 billion investment.
Projection is guidepost. There are assumptions. And the first assumptions I made, which is important for me, if political stability in the country will remain, actually, in any form, actually. So what I am trying to say is if political stability in some form and economic reforms should continue.